Hello children, welcome to my channel. Make sure to subscribe. So let's start the video. Once there was a museum in which there was a room which was made of mirrors. Its wall, roof and even floor was made of mirrors. One day, caretaker of that museum forgot to lock the back door of museum, which lead directly to that mirror room. A dog was roaming near that museum and by mistake entered that room. When dog was in middle of room and saw its own reflection and thought of it as that a whole pack of dogs were surrounding him from all sides. Seeing this, dog got scared and started to bark at reflections. Dog could see all the reflections barking at him in same way, and because of mirrors, dog echoed back after hitting at mirrors and got magnified. Frightened by it, dog started to bark frantically. Next morning, when museum guard entered the hall, there he found lifeless body of dog. There was no one to harm that dog, but yet it died fighting its own reflection. Moral: everything around us is reflection of our own thoughts, feelings and actions. World act like a big mirror, so always try to be positive and good to others. There was once a man who had 4 young sons. Wanting to teach them about the dangers of judging things too rapidly, he decided to send each of them on a journey, one after the other, to a distant pear tree. Each son went in a different season, the first in winter, the second in spring, and so on. At the end of the year, he brought his children together and asked them what they had seen. The son who traveled in winter described a rough, twisted, and barren tree that stood stark and ugly against the land. The son who went in spring disagreed. No, he said, the tree seemed full of hope and promise with green buds along its branches. The third son who traveled in summer disagreed once more. The pear tree he had seen was covered in beautiful blossom that looked and smelled divine. Finally, the last son who made the journey in fall disagreed again, describing a tree laden with sweet and delicious pears that tasted better than any he had eaten before. Finally, the last son who made the journey in fall disagreed again, describing a tree laden with sweet and delicious pears that tasted better than any he had eaten before. When each son had spoken, the father said they were all correct because they only seen one season of the pear tree's life. He explained to his sons that it's foolish and impossible to judge something in this manner. The essence of something, whether it's a tree or their fellow men, can only be measured as a whole at the end of the year, having seen it in its fullness. To make your judgment in winter is to miss the promise of spring, the beauty of summer, and the fruit in fall. Moral of the story: Refuse to judge yourself, life, or other people based upon a single mistake or challenging time. Refuse to let the pain of one season destroy the joy of those to come.